use it. I put it on my story that I'm talking with the world's greatest growth marketer, quite possibly the world's greatest growth marketer here.
It's pretty funny. I'm in this Slack, like marketing Slack group with a few thousand people, and I dropped some stuff about someone was asking like, how do you work with affiliates and influencers and creators? And I see like sub accounts and all of that, and I just showed like a few of the sub accounts that we have that have gone viral just doing that same format on their own handle,
Yeah.
and like um this girl like came in on the thread, woman, and she was like, "Oh my God, I've seen these. This is fucking genius." And like everyone started, and I was like, "Man, I just feel like there's like different camps of marketing. You see like the social growth engineer stuff where he
Yeah,
just
no one's
shows
even
all
doing the same thing. It's like
oh,
completely foreign. Like for
yeah,
someone to
there's
do
like
like multi-account stuff,
yeah, it's
they're
like
like, what is
CPG
that?
brands. They don't, that doesn't make any sense. How could that possibly work? And then it's like software companies are like, they're so far, D2C,
Yeah.
software companies are so like
This is why you're the
advanced.
world's greatest, because you have all the different tactics
Yeah. What can I say? Thank
playing in
you.
all the realms.
You're
No,
the world's
honestly,
greatest now, dude.
no. Honestly, when we like talk about marketing and you're like, just do fucking whatever. Just like, just do an email campaign. Just do fucking like, just make a video. I'm like, yeah, like I know all the different levers to pull, but it's not like you can just like do it. And actually, I don't know all the different levers to pull. I feel like you have like the Rolodex of the things that you've gone through, and like, okay, this worked in 2018. This doesn't work anymore. Now, like, we're doing, whatever the new tactics are. But
Like
it's
your
not.
boy
Is you,
McCormick is the man at this point. He's the GOAT.
yeah. Well, he just does the same thing every day. he
I
has
mean,
he has one channel. He just does one video. He doesn't even edit it anymore.
yeah, that's where
Maybe
you got to get to.
we're the fucking weirdos.
Yeah, no, we suck. He's great. He's not
And
doing any paid ads.
I know. For
You're not doing any paid ads either.
no, I'm kind of like against it. I feel like I don't know.
I agree.
Paid ads are like selling out. Paid ads are like if you like getting a VC. Like, why do I need to like have a boss and like sell out like that? Like if your organic content isn't working, your paid ads probably aren't going to work. It's my hypothesis anyway.
I mean, it'll just be more expensive.
Yeah.
If your organic content's working, then your paid ads should help you get more reach more consistently. And you can get lower cost by using the ads that you're using content from organic as ads, graduating those. So,
Also,
anyways,
that
it's
what you just said, like that, which is not a new concept, is like still foreign to like people like big CPG brands who like doing marketing using
yeah, they're
organic.
like, oh, we make content that's separate and it goes into ads, and then we do organic and that's separate. And I see this guy from VaynerMedia, who I honestly I like following him, but it's surprisingly he doesn't really get that much engagement. But he has good advice. But then yeah, he put something out there the other day about organic content and how you connect the dots on it. And it totally just left a lot to be desired. It was like, why can't people just say like, hey, use your organic content as ads? Take the post ID and turn that into an ad. And that's how you connect the dots. You test out the creative. You can have multiple accounts now to test out the creative and not, and de-risk it for that one account that you might not want to overpost and be slated as non-recommendable by Instagram. And then, get lots of shots on goal. Um, so you can find what formats get high engagement and then take the post ID, turn that into an ad so you can get lower cost of acquisition. And it's like that's a really easy tie-in to how the relationship between organic and paid ads. And I feel like yeah, a lot of people just sort of skip over it and they just do a lot of hand wavy woo-woo stuff to talk about how organic drives sales. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
unless like that account is only doing one format, and it has, I guess now you can do the tappable affiliate links. So that's
Yeah.
That's
Have you tried that
interesting.
yet, by the way? I want to ask you about that, but also what you just said also about like organic versus paid. I feel like this comes from like the old school Google Analytics mindset where it was like two different channels, and then people are like analyzing them separately, and there's like two different strategies. And now it's like, no, it's actually literally the same thing. It's like actually literally the same thing.
What is the
And
same thing?
organic and paid. So like when you're looking at your whatever CAC by channel, you're like, what is our CAC on organic? Well, okay, you didn't spend anything on organic. What is your CAC on paid? It's like relative to like how well your organic is performing. But I think that like
Yeah.
in the olden days of Google Analytics, people who were like monitoring the channels, and like each of the channels had a strategy. They were thinking that like the organic strategy and like the paid strategy was like somehow different. And like what you're saying is like, no, it's like actually quite literally the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the organic content influences your costs on your ads, especially when you turn them into paid ads and you take the post ID and you run that specific piece of organic content. I mean, you could start to do stuff where um, you know you um, you take your amount of money that you're spending on content um, for organic, and I guess you could on that account you can see how much traffic is leading to sales. You could have like the comment to link in the DM regime set up so that way you could see what the attribution is there. So I think there are ways now to assist, and you could say like, hey, this is the cost of my team. But yeah, it's an ecosystem at this point. So I feel like a little bit it's a bit of a fool's errand to like be hyper obsessed with attribution. You just have to look at you know
Yeah.
all channels, all orders from all channels, um, and look what your total media spend is, for affiliate commissions and paid upfront influencer plus paid ads, and then divide it against how many orders you're getting, even if it's Amazon orders, even if it's Shopify orders, and because the reality is people see your stuff on one channel, then they go to another channel to buy, and it's foolish to think that, oh yeah, Amazon's only being Amazon is only driving purchase from sponsored product ads.
Yeah.
It's just
Crazy. Yeah. It's
yeah,
insane. But I
yeah.
think
So
being like coming from like analytics and like being the person that was always like supposed to dial all these things in and like measure these things, I agree with you. It's like, no, actually none of it matters. Like you don't need to be looking at your CAC by channel. Okay, like maybe in certain situations like it makes sense, but like not really. How much are you spending on content? How much is that content performing that's driving your CAC down? And then it's like, what's your overall CAC and MER? Like literally like all the details like don't matter at all.
yeah, it's just that a lot of it just is
Analytics,
missing
right?
context. Like, cool, okay, cool. Google is our lowest cost of acquisition channel. Okay, but let's go look at what it is that's driving the purchase there. Oh, it's branded keywords. Okay, cool. So I drove awareness on organic social or paid ads on social, and then someone searched, and then they clicked my damn ad with my branded keyword in it. Should I should I dump all my budget into Google Ads? Well, A, no, and B, there's not even enough search volume to justify me spending. I couldn't spend that money if I wanted to. So I don't know. It's just an ecosystem, and a lot of people put up too much science on it, and there's just hype marketers that lead people astray because they need to come up with a video idea to get engagement so that they could sell their course or
Yeah.
whatever, their school community.
Yeah. Which you should do, by the way.
I just feel like I don't really have enough to talk about. I feel like it's a playbook is pretty simple, like set up to be
No,
able
but that's
to
the good
get people.
thing. You keep saying it's pretty simple and it's not. Like I've been doing marketing for a while and it's like it's not easy.
No, I mean, I
There's
didn't
so
say it was
many things that
easy,
go into it.
but yeah, you need a great product. Bottom line, like you need a great product that can, you know, be something that people recommend to others. Um, and then you need the architecture to be able to get people's contact information. So usually that's going to be on your website, and then you need to drive traffic, just full stop. You need to drive traffic to your website, and there's only one way to do that, really. It's through search and social. You can do SEO, it's going to take a long time, or you can go viral on organic social much faster. It's hard to go viral all the time on organic social. Some people are great at it. They're great at making a large volume of content and then finding something that works and then getting more people to make that same format over and over. And they hope and pray that format doesn't become boring and people stop paying attention to it. But, for a lot of people, going viral on organic social, a lot of times doesn't drive meaningful traffic to your site. So you have to go viral consistently, or you have to make up for it with paid ads.
Wait, let me ask you this. So like, I'm finding that, my viral posts don't drive traffic to the site. What drives traffic to the site is when I do a very specific post about for my ideal customer profile. And so instead of getting 50,000 views and then I'll get like a couple people trickling in who aren't going to purchase anyway, I get a high amount of traffic for a non-viral video. And so I'm wondering, in the future, like of organic and like the way that the algorithm distributes to people now, if you can get really clear, this is what I try to do in like the first 3 seconds of the video, saying like, are you a vibe coder doing this? And then the algorithm knows to target vibe coders, and all of a sudden vibe coders are seeing it. And like, okay, vibe coders is not a huge TAM. You're not going to go viral with that. But now you're really getting dialed into who you're targeting. And it's like, this is way better. This is the same algorithm that Meta is using to target with ads. And so like, why do I even need ads? I can literally just pick up the phone and say, are you interested in purchasing my product? And here's my product. And then it will go and find it for you.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, it's got to be entertaining.
Like, of course you want to be viral, but like, is virality dead in a way? If I can just like rip off 2K views every day, and like those 2K views get 20 customers versus 100,000 views every day, which is very hard, and you're trying to like manufacture this thing with high TAM that leads to maybe less customers, or like
I think that's fair. And like, and you come out with multiple accounts where you do, now you have 4 posts a day that are getting you 2,000, and now you've gone from 20 per 2,000 to 80. I think that's the key. Like, you just you come out with multiple accounts. You try, you put as many different variations as you can through trial reels without spooking the algorithm and stuffing too many posts in at one time, or not making significant enough edits, and then finding some creators who can basically be your team to proselytize more. I think your content too, like you need to show Savant more, like you need to show it in the background, green screen style. You need to show like, hey, here's the workflow of me tracking every day. I get an email, shows me the best ideas in my niche. Well, how does it know what my niche is? Well, I put those accounts that I want to follow in there. I think you need to show it in the background and point and say like, this is how convenient it is.
Yeah. Maybe we could talk about that. Like to be clear, I feel like I've done zero direct marketing for it, because the product hasn't been in a place where I felt like I could use it. The whole point of like the building the product was to like build a marketing tool that that markets itself, and then it creates a flywheel of content. So it's just like pumping out content ideas, and then I'm never lacking content. But like the product hasn't been there with like the hooks and the hook remixing and the discovery. And so I feel like I've gone like all around it and avoided the core issue, and now I've like fixed the core issue, and I think it's getting pretty good. But also, like I don't want to say like I'm not authentically a content creator, because I guess I am now, but like I don't feel like I'm like a marketing guy. I'm like an analytics, AI, vibe coding nerd. And it's like and it's very, very easy for me to like authentically do that kind of content, and it works for me. And when I tried, and like you try to like be somebody else on the internet, the content doesn't work. That whole like authenticity is a trope, but like it's true. That like, you know, it's hard to like say like, this is a hook, this is a visual hook, this is a verbal hook, and like I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. I think that's the fucking stupidest shit in the world. But
I don't really think you need to do that. I think you can talk about your product, and those kinds of things will just be the subtext to it. Like, hey, it shows you what your visual hook is. It shows you what your audio hook is. It shows you what your text overlay hook is. And how does it do that? It tracks what's going viral according to what you define as the people in your niche. You get an email every day that shows you like the format of the text overlay. It shows you like a screenshot of the cover. It shows you it gives you the link and describes what happens in the first 3 seconds. It talks to you about what CTAs are working. You know, and if it knows enough context about your brand too and your strategy, then it can also say like, hey, this is product led video. This one's education. This one is authority. This one's humor. I don't know though. I don't know that you need to be like Ava from Personal Brand Launch and be, you know,
yeah, or
pointing
Jen,
around. I think you can just say, hey, look, I this was confusing stuff to me. And so I made a product that just tells you what to do, because that's the problem is it's hard to track all these people, but you know that they're getting good engagement, and you know that they're talking about the stuff that you want to talk about, and they talk to the people that you want to talk to, and they're getting response from those people. So who better to model content off of, and at least get you into the zone where maybe you start coming up with your own ideas once you get the hang of what it means to make, you know, this kind of content.
yeah. What do
I
you
don't think you
think?
need to be, yeah, anyways.
You're right. But like bottom line is like, yeah, I have to like market the product better. What do you think? I'm curious, like what is the ideal customer profile for like what I'm selling? Because there's these different types of marketers. One is like people 0 to 1, which I thought was like my target demographic. Like all these people vibe coding apps, they don't know how to market, which is true. And they don't, I've done it in the past. Like we've built stuff and like we just never marketed it because you don't know how to make content. You don't know where to start. So you're going to 0 to 1. But most of those people will just never make content, full stop. Like you can't convince them to pick up a camera and like tell them what to say. They just won't do it. And so what's the point in trying to convince them? It's just not worth it. And then there's like, okay, I really want to, but I don't know where to start. Those people probably aren't going to pay for something out of the box unless it's like done for them. And then there's like, then you get into like, okay, I'm like a growing content creator, but I want to grow more. I'm probably following Personal Brand Launch, and I'm learning about hooks and stuff. And I'm like, you can like group the content coaches into here as well, where they maybe have like 10,000, 50,000 followers, and they're like, this is my business now. And like, I need this as a business. And I think that's kind of where I play. But then there's like brands on top of that who just need like tons of volume, tons of accounts. I need to like distribute 100 content ideas to my UGC army and monitor it all.
Yeah, that's, I think, the bigger, I think what you said is true, is like a lot of people are just not gonna, they love to make something, and it's so easy now. So there's so many more of those types of people who, you know, they have small interest and now big capability, but that small interest does not extend into putting themselves out there, because they just don't feel, you know, they're self-conscious, and they don't feel like they are permitted to talk about something that maybe they didn't really put in a lot of serious effort into, or really understand. And so I think that is a tough contingent to convert. I feel like, yeah, you're probably better off focusing on people who are like content creators, marketers for brands already, that have funding, that, you know, that they don't know what to do next, you know, and they are in the same exact boat that I'm in, where they're saving posts. Then they're going back to those posts to try and decide if they want to model content off of that. They're trying to find somebody to do that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Wait,
Trying to get the founder to do it.
Let me pause you there, because like there's another difference here, which is like you're doing that for a job and it's for somebody else because they're paying you to do it. So this is like a UGC creator, or you as like the director of the marketing department, but it's like it's not something that's authentically yourself, and it's not something that you're like maybe passionate about. For me, like, and like a lot of content creation is like I get excited about talking about AI ads going to zero or different types of vibe coders. And it's very easy for me to rip off those videos, but that doesn't sell my product. And so you're doing the same thing, which is like, okay, this is a job. They're paying me to do this. I'm not authentically energized to think of these ideas for content. And so now I need this kind of like supplemental thing to like feed me the ideas.
Yeah, I feel like you probably don't need your product because you're excited to make content anyways, and you've got ideas without really needing much help. Sure, maybe you're modeling off of other people, but it doesn't really take a lot to, spark your flame. Um,
I don't
I,
need
on
my
the other
product,
hand,
my personal brand. I need my product to sell my product.
yeah, yeah. So you got to switch up what you're doing, and I don't think that you tested enough formats at this point to
Yeah.
um, give people. But you said, for up until just now, it wasn't in a place where you felt like you wanted to drive a lot of traffic. So I see there's a timing issue there. Um, but yeah, I think for a lot of marketers, they can be passionate about making content. I guess they can like they're competitive. Some of them, and it doesn't matter what it is, they're interested to get results and use that content to drive sales. So I think it's not like they're completely divorced from interest in the content that they're trying to produce, but it's just really easy to get started by tracking what's doing well in your niche, and then like, okay, cool, I can fill in the blanks Mad Lib style with a daily digest that shows me the hooks and the first 3 seconds of audio, the text overlay, the cover, and I can test that out. I can merge that against my content, goals, whether it's product or education or making the founder famous, and having just a constant stream of that, so that way you can dish it off to different content creators on your team. It's pretty helpful.
Yeah.
I think like I don't love like the just full on outsource it to AI, because I feel like I've encountered sometimes like when you just get a totally finished brief, or you give someone a finished brief, depends on their personality. They're like it ruins their creativity. Like it's so finished already that then now they can't. They need the fill in the blank to make it creative and make it feel like it's something that they're permitted to say. And then
Yeah.
there's other people who are like, just give it to me, and maybe they don't really do a great job at being authentic, but they just say the lines and they hope that it's going to work. And then there's other people who are like, hey, I'll make anything believable.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
can't
yeah, I
do
don't
that.
know.
I can't like read a script. It's impossible for me.
Yeah, you got to know it and believe in it. And some people are good at just espousing belief, and then other people are they got to truly believe in it. And people are really good at telling if you believe in it or not. And sometimes you can fool them. But yeah, I don't know. I think you should spend time like showing the product off. I think it's at a point now where it's good enough to start to get people like, I
Yeah.
got the digest this morning, and it said like, oh, here are like here's the top agent content in your niche. Some of the hooks, I felt like they were more personal hooks. They weren't necessarily, but maybe that's something that needs to be tended to inside of the niche. Like you can't always just be talking about the industries, and maybe sometimes you need to do some personal stuff, and it's not a bad idea to draft off of that.
So the discovery that it did is like the accounts that you're following. So it's if you're following like some personal stuff or like more personal brands and real estate, then it's going to do a mix of that. It's like the more context you give the agent, obviously, like the better discovery it's going to do. But did you feel like the videos you saw or the hooks that got remixed were any good?
They were Mad Lib style, so it didn't seem like they said it was like fill in the blank. If you do this with X, then Y shouldn't do this to B. That's
Oh, I
kind
think
of
you
the
had to
way that.
click through, but then it does actually remix the hook for you. Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't do that part yet.
Okay.
Should we set up an account right now for Fino?
Yeah, do it.
You can walk me through it.
Yeah.
All right, let's try. Should I share my screen?
Yes.
All right. So
Cool.
Savant SVNT.so, right?
Yep.
Oh, I'm already in, dog. Continue with Goog. Yeah. Are you gonna give me a free account? A free
Yeah, of
trial.
course. Yeah.
All right, and then I got my brain up here that I can start to. Where can I put in my context playbooks?
You want your brand context. So if you go to settings, settings right there on the bottom, you're trying to, first you should connect your account.
Upgrade to Pro, unlock with Pro.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to unlock unless you don't want to pay, and I'll like reimburse you.
You'll reimburse. You'll refund.
Yeah.
Multi-voice studios and growth algorithm. Which one do I need?
Just the first one's fine.
Just the first one's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Redirecting. Just use link. Bah. Fino.co.
Fino.co. Live stream your credit card information here.
Oh shit. Okay, how do we get rid of this? Can you edit this out? Shit.
Yeah.
Forgot. Let me not share my screen right away.
Yeah.
Darn.
How do I take?
I forgot that we were live streaming.
I can. Also, yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
You can edit that part.
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully it wasn't long enough for anybody to. Is anybody watching us?
I don't think so.
You can't tell?
I can't tell from the program here.
Do I? Can I just like go?
Maybe I can. It's just that no one's watching it. That's why it's 0. Yeah.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. All right. Email address. Okay. Subscribe. Congrats, dude. Get another customer.
Yeah.
How many customers you got now?
Less than 10. There's I think we cracked 100 users.
Oh. Okay, cool. So now I'm in. Do I do? Oh, I thought I already unlocked. What the heck?
I don't know. Refresh.
Refresh. All right. Let's see. Okay, now we're good. You're right.
I just added that paywall yesterday. So those are all like new tiered products, which I haven't tested properly yet. So
okay. So add memory or go to brand strategy?
Go to settings. Go to settings at the bottom, and then go to brand strategy. Click that. Yeah. And then there's a place to just dump in your brand strategy right there at the top. So if you have a Notion doc that has like 10,000 words in it, you can just paste it in there.
Okay.
And
I do.
It'll separate it into like your content pillars, your ideal viewer profile, what calls to action you might want to do, basically, and like your strategies and tactics, what type of formats might work best for you. So it'll be interesting to see what it shows for like a big dump. If you have a big dump to give us.
Okay. So just copy and paste this all in there. I wonder if it'll be too much.
I don't know. Test it. It should take at least 10,000 words. Hopefully more. I don't know how long it'll take to analyze it. It's pretty quick.
Huh. Input too long. Max 50,000 characters per submission.
50,000 characters. Claude, what are you doing over here?
Here, let's just say, let's just do like a fast, make this 8,000 words. And then we'll paste it in. And in the meantime, let's see what we got here. Goal. Viral organically. use post ID to graduate
Do you want to
to
share
pay
again?
them.
Share your screen again?
Oh, I thought I was.
No, you took
I
it
am.
down.
No, I am sharing it. I mean,
No,
I'll just restart it, but here, I'm sharing it. Do you see?
yeah, I just added it back.
Oh,
Maybe it just
okay.
wasn't on the stream.
Okay. Yeah, so go viral organically, use that post ID to graduate into paid ads.
Wait. Oh, no, you don't have to fill that stuff out.
Why?
If you just submit that dump into
But that's a messaging playbook only.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have our social strategy too. Maybe I should put this in there.
Yeah, literally everything you have, it should break it out into the goals, unless your goals are like obviously like very like specific.
Okay, here, let's just try this one in here. Submit to strategy. I submit to your strategy. Extracting.
Cool. 56 memories, 3 to goals. So what does it say the goals are after you put that in there?
Got a lot. It just distributed everything into each of these.
Sweet. Does it
Pretty chill.
Does it make sense? Is this like
Yeah.
goal drive revenue through social and affiliate sales? Yeah.
Whitelisted ads and organic traffic conversions, drive social media account goal. Yeah, I mean, oral health is a gateway to overall health, traditional brushing methods, transform your health in 20 seconds, busy professionals, health optimizers, preventative healthcare advocates, tech forward health consumers, the pillars, time efficiency, professional expertise, oral systemic connection, tech innovation, health optimization, formats, recurring. So, okay, cool. So now should I go to like track accounts?
Yeah, now add an account.
Should I add Fino's account?
Yeah. I would assume, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know what I do.
Well, I mean, are you creating for the Fino account, or are you referencing the Fino account to create content off of it?
No, I'm creating for the Fino account. So I should probably just take that out, right?
No, you want to add it. So analyze one account, click that.
Okay. And then
so it's going to take
a
second.
Let's add Instagram. It's so annoying. I'm like having a password issue with Instagram, but
yeah,
I'll just go to a different account that I've got. I'll just go on my phone and do this, and just look at some of the saved content.
You can also, you don't have to have a reference account. Like we can just plug in Fino and then just say make content for me, and you can see what it says.
Well, but do I want to like show, you know, don't I want to? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to just put in a couple of others, okay?
Yeah.
Gosh, this guy's got a really long underscore thing going on. Hope I got it right. What if you spell it wrong? Will it show you which one you might be trying to find?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll just move on to more easily spelled ones. Do I have to put at?
No.
Okay, ask the dentist. Continue. Oh, I could have just pressed plus, okay? And I could have added multiple at a time.
Yeah.
Darn. Oh, okay, cool. Analyze one account. Okay, I got another one. And this smile dental. Continue. Lit dentist. All right, I'll just do one more and then
Okay.
I will move on. But let me pick one. Tiff Kim. Okay. All right. All right. So now it's adding these. Be cool if like at some point it just tells you based on your account, other accounts, which can do, you know, like you can just click the plus button and it will show you other similar accounts. Oh, they're pretty chill. It's there. Okay, now what?
Okay. So let's see. I don't think the videos are probably analyzed yet.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, eh? Scraping. Fino's complete. That's chill.
Okay. So go to the chat.
Chat
Go to
with the
the chat.
brain icon.
Yeah.
Still, it's working, but this is other people's stuff.
And so now you see where it says add a voice and references on the
Right
chat
here.
bar, on the chat bar itself. So your
Oh,
voice. Okay. Okay. Is a good UX thing I have to fix. You have to add Fino as a voice. So if you go to your accounts and then you go to Fino and click, go down to Fino and see where it says group. Sorry, go back one. Click the group button and then put it into mine. And so now that's in your group and you can use that as a voice. When you go back to chat, it should be there. Can you hit refresh? Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So now you're creating for Fino. So it's going to create text, it's going to create hooks and stuff in the voice of Fino. When you want to reference someone, obviously, then you put it in the reference selector.
no, everything just slowed down for me. Accounts are gone, and also when I yeah, just exit page and then start over.
Oh.
Okay. Well, it got the voice in there, I guess. Okay, cool. So it looks like it's still loading these up. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, 50 posts takes a little bit.
Take a while. They just disappeared from here, though.
It should reappear.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go back to the chat, but right now I think this is taking up a lot of.
It's frozen. Fuck.
Always happens when you're doing a demo. This never happened to me before. All right, let's go to chat. Oh, we were already there. Okay, cool. So now what?
So you can, right now, like the default is like you have a reference account and you want to do videos in their style. And so if you select that, you can just say, yes, write me viral hooks. And it's going to try to write viral hooks in your voice using the reference account.
It's pretty chill.
Now, what do you think about it being like very kind of like verbose like this? Like there's kind of two paths, I would say. One is like, hey, I want to like chat with this and like strategize and figure out what to do. And the other is like, I just want to like plug something in, click a button, and then have it like just deliver hooks.
Like it's pretty chill. It's pretty good. Right here is good. I like this.
Okay.
You know, authority first as a dental hygienist. Okay, but direct. What are these based on TIFF? You're right to call me that. Call me that.
Now, if you want to remix her exact hooks, you can go to her account, go to the accounts page, and then like go to one of her videos, and then like we can remix.
Why
one
can't it
of
do
her
it from the chat?
activities. It can, but you'd have to like tell it what video to remix. I mean, that's a good question, and maybe like it should be smarter, but there's a context issue here. It has now it's like has all of the videos from all the accounts that you've downloaded, and but it only has the context of who you have in your scope selectors here. So like your account and your reference account. But like it needs some more direction than just saying like pick a video, or maybe you can ask it like pick a video to remix for me from her account.
All right. Well, now I'm back in the account section, so I could chat with, let's say, Envy right now, right? What do I do? I guess it's like loading and syncing.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing. Yeah, I don't. If you want to chat with that single account, then just go back to the chat, unselect your voice. Is it just moving slowly?
Yeah, I may have given it too many accounts.
Damn.
Darn. Okay. So how do I get back to that chat? History?
So there's the history button up there, yeah.
And then take this out.
If you only wanted to chat with it with a reference account and just like figure out what's going on with it, yeah, you could click the references and then select one of those.
This is what I did though, previously.
Right. So sorry, what are you wanting to do? Chatting with?
Just give me her top hooks, but remix them for Fino Madlib style. I mean, maybe I can't do that. Maybe it's like these hooks don't work for you, dog. She's talking about something that the brand doesn't have the juice to talk about. Could be that. Could happen.
Could happen, yeah. So let's see what it's delivering here.
What I would think it should do is it should show me like, hey, here are her hooks as a dental hygienist, because why not? If you know, you know. You know? I mean, it's just
Yeah.
what she's got. She's saying on this one, because what do you mean my nephew is singing HB happy birthday to me now? So like this doesn't even relate to us. Can't remix that. That's just like it's just irrelevant for us.
Yeah.
And she's got the ultimate oral hygiene starter kit from a dental hygienist. So this one's chill. Can't really remix that. I mean, we could just do it with somebody else. So that's not bad, but it's not suggesting that. And then we've got department reset. That's not relevant to us. Maybe that's what it needs to do too, is like it picks the relevant ones to remix.
Yep.
This one's cool. Visual hook with the teeth, really nice teeth, pushing the lips and the gums up. How to get strong, healthy gums from a dental hygienist. A lot of views, a lot of likes, a lot of comments. Shares are not there. No outlier score. But yeah, it would be, how to get strong, healthy gums from a U-brush, from the inventor of this U-brush. That's kind of chill. I like that.
Yeah. Do you want to click remix here on this one and see what it does?
Right here, remix it.
Yeah.
Generate. No hook found for this post. It's right here, dude. It's right there.
Where did it say that? Oh.
Right there.
Okay. I haven't tested that part yet, so found a bug.
Open full page. But that would be chill if I could just do that.
Yeah. So no, you're identifying a lot of good things here.
Studio. Took up something new.
Yeah, the whole studio thing is like when it starts to write a full brief, that's where like the AI takes over and it's like, do you really want an AI writing your full brief? And I've reduced it, so now it's just kind of like writing bullet points. But I think I kind of need to redo all this UI here. I honestly don't even want to show it. This is why I was kind of asking you about the 2 tracks, which is, one is just like, there's a hook remixer, find me accounts to remix, find me the viral hooks from that accounts to remix, only the ones that make sense, and then remix them for me. That's like, it's a product, but it's like almost a single feature, right? And the other is like, let's chat about it. I want to strategize about my content. I'm thinking about going in this direction. I'm at 200 followers. I want to get to 500 followers. Here's what I should post next. Here's a broad swath of recommendations, and I'm going to kind of like feed you things that I think you should do. But it's kind of more in the user's hands to strategize.
I think you should just be able to be flexible. You can toggle a button or just chat with the bot and just have it. The bot can just take what you're saying and give you less or give you more. It can Mad Libs it, or it can just say, hey, no, I'll just tell you everything you need, bro.
Okay. I mean, that's what I'm going for. It's just, that's obviously more difficult challenge.
I think less places to go also would be good. Like it'd be cool if I could the chatbot could just say, hey, show me the accounts that you want to track. And then I just say them. I drop them in the chat. And then I go, cool. Now, like, give me, like, email me. Like, it goes like, okay, cool. I can email you every day with like what's trending for them and suggest some stuff where you want me to go like hardcore, just write it for you fully, or you want me to make it Mad Lib style, and like just collapse all of these places where you go.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
All right. I gotta do digital marketing work now. But I can
No,
I can talk more. I can talk more later.
Thanks for testing it out. This is really good feedback. Honestly, it's like great feedback. Because I feel like people use it for different things, and maybe that's not good. Maybe it's better if we tell them what to do.
Yeah. I think telling them what to do is good.
My boy?
Yeah.
Is that my boy?
Yeah, it's my guy.
Tell him I said, what's up? What's up, buddy?
Can't hear you.
Okay.
All right. Let's chat more later.
All right, later, man. See you.